Yo, what's going on YouTube? It is I, Black Rob, and you are now on my channel, Live with Black Rob. And, I started something, and I decided, you know how they have Red Table Talk? So, this is going to be called the Yellow Carpet Talk. And it's just story time. On Tuesdays. I want to give my subscribers and all of my supporters and my friends, everyone out there who's watching right now, I want to give y'all a little taste into my life. I want to tell y'all a little something about me that might interest you that a lot of people don't know. So obviously you clicked on this video because you saw the title, and the title is what the video is about. And it's about sleep paralysis and how I've actually dealt with sleep paralysis. Now, if you don't know what sleep paralysis is, lucky you. Lucky you. For the people who've dealt with sleep paralysis, you probably get chill bumps just talking about it too. But sleep paralysis is actually a temporary inability to move or speak while falling asleep or upon waking. Look, this definition right here, it don't tell you enough. It really don't tell you enough. It seems very simple. It seems very nonchalant. Oh, okay, I can't wake up, but I'm laying here. Now, as I said that out loud, I actually said it wrong. I can't wake up, but I'm laying here. That don't make sense. I can't move, but I'm laying here. But saying that out loud, that still sounds pretty terrifying, right? Could you imagine just being paralyzed while you're up? I'm sure some of the people who are watching, you guys probably have had a closer experience to mine. And I've watched documentaries on it. I've watched movies on it. And the scariest part about it is whenever I decide to talk about it, it's typically when I have another episode. Let me tell you about my episode with sleep paralysis. Now, of course, this isn't supposed to be some type of funny topic, but I don't want to seem extremely terrified while telling you about it, and that's just the type of person I am. 2010 in 10th grade was my first time dealing with sleep paralysis. So I went to sleep. I had a great sleep. I was just sleeping away like a baby, and I woke up. However, as soon as I woke up, I just, looked up at the ceiling, because little did I know that's all I could really look at. And the room just felt different. It just felt darker. It just felt like it was just a pitch black surrounding me. The room felt darker. I'm looking up at the ceiling. So at that point, I'm like, okay, let me get up. I couldn't move. I was stuck. It felt like someone was really holding my chest down. But I started to be able to turn my head just barely. Imagine yourself laying in the bed and you just stuck. You you can't talk. You can't. No words will come out. You but your mouth can move a little bit, but you can't get any words out. It's like. So I look to the right, which is where the window is, and then I look to the left, and there is a dark shadow right beside me, right beside my bed, inches away from me, extremely close. And I don't see really a person. It had the figure of a person. I didn't see a face. It was just a really dark shadow. And it really felt as it was sucking the breath out of my mouth. Now, again, I'm not exaggerating any type of bit of the story, and I didn't imagine this. Felt like it was sucking the breath out of my mouth. I just remember the wind being, or once I noticed it, it just felt like it was sucking the breath out, and my breath started becoming shorter, and it just felt like so cold, like really cold wind just coming out of my mouth and just into the direction of this dark figure beside me. At this point, I want to scream. At this point, I'm trying to scream. I'm trying to fight out of this little phase that I'm in. And I couldn't. I was just trapped right next to this demon or whatever it was that I had no idea what it was. And mind you, this is my first time experiencing this. So it took about maybe, wasn't too long, honestly. It was maybe 20 to 35 seconds. Maybe a minute tops. I don't know. It felt like the longest time of my life. It might have been 15 minutes for all I know. I finally broke loose, jumped out of the bed, cut the light on, and everything was normal. I was just looking around like I slept with the light on for like the next 2 nights. Because I was terrified. I had no idea what that was. I had no idea. I told people, I told my family, it's like, this is what happened. They didn't really listen to me. They just felt like, bro, I mean, that don't sound like. I mean, honestly, if you're watching this video, you might have experienced it for the first time ever. And you might have went to YouTube first to figure out, is anybody else dealing with this, or am I just crazy? Because that's exactly what I did. I went right to YouTube that next day and I started Googling. I Googled these terms. Woke up unable to move. Woke up unable to move. Demon beside me. Because that's what it felt like. It felt like a Stephen King movie. And it was just so shocking at how many people have dealt with similar incidents. Now, most people's are a little different or completely different. I've heard even crazier ones, 3 figures standing in front of their bed, no wind being sucked out of them, somebody grabbing their leg, or someone crawling up their bed. It was extremely terrifying. Like, I can't emphasize that enough. And that wasn't the only time that it happened. So it actually happened again, which I thought everything was okay, I'll be normal. It happened again I'll say about a year later. I had no incidents until a year later. And this time I was actually asleep with my girlfriend at the time. And what's even worse is we had a bed, and the bed was like this, and you had room for a wall over here, and you had room for a wall. So it was in the middle of the room. You had room on each sides, and the same exact situation. However, this time it felt like the figure wasn't actually sucking the breath out of my mouth. I woke up, I could not move, and honestly, I had already experienced it, so I was trying to fight looking around for as long as possible. I was just trying to wake up my girlfriend so she can help me. You know, I was like, mind you can't move your arms, you can't move anything. You can't even move your lungs to talk. You can't move your lips to talk. You can maybe make the slightest little noise. You can maybe make that. And I just wanted to wake her up, like trying to help. And then I ended up looking on the other side of me, and there was a black figure right there beside me. Once I broke out of it, I freaked out, jumped over her, went and cut on the light. You know, honestly upset her, but she saw how scared I was and how much in fear I was, that she knew it was real. Some people want to think that these are bad dreams. Some people want to think that these things don't actually happen. They do. The scariest thing about it is depending on what you believe in. Now, there's a big part of the population who believes in realms. Like there's possibly a heaven, but they believe it's just a different realm. They believe there's ghosts and demons and spirits who live in a different realm. We are in the third dimension realm. And it is actually something that I slightly believe. I don't even really want to say slightly. I kind of do. So just seeing that, and for the people who actually watch Insidious and movies like that, they know outer body surfing. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. They know about that. And it's like outer body surfing, where your body, it's like astral surfing or something. It's where your body actually, or your soul leaves your body and you're able to roam freely and see the earth, and people are unable to see you. And I actually believe in things like that. So when this actually happened, I truly believed after that very first time. And mind you, I only told you guys about 2 times. I have plenty more. It doesn't happen super frequently, and I'm sure it might just happen tonight because I'm talking about it. I believe that there are different realms, and so when that happened to me, I believe that I was having an outer body experience, and I was in a different realm for a second. And the scariest part about that is, if there was something, not knowing what it is, standing right beside me. Oh, the goosebumps on my body throughout this entire video has been extremely real. Getting chills. Feels like someone. See, now I'm just freaked out completely now. Now, if you believe in realms, just like me, I never want to go to the sunken place or the upside down from Stranger Things. I never want to go to those places, and that's what it felt like this was. I appreciate you guys for listening to my story. It's extremely terrifying. If you've experienced it, you know exactly how terrifying it is. Make sure you smash that like button. I can give you more stories similar to this one, or even crazier ones, like how I sleepwalk. Y'all don't want to know about that one. Thank you again. Subscribe, like, comment. I appreciate it. I'm signing out. Peace.